Hi, this is a Minute of Overpass. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now this week I'm coming to you from New Clock Tower Place in North London, and I want to present to you my third offshoring rule. Okay, so at the end of last year, I gave to you my first 2 rules of offshoring software. So I've been offshoring software for the last 10 years or so. So there's a few things that I've learned in doing that I've stumbled and I've made all the mistakes as I go, and I kind of want to impart the knowledge to you. So my third rule may be a bit of a surprise, or may be kind of counterintuitive, but it's this: never outsource something you can't do yourself. Now, it's okay to outsource something to somebody who's better than you are, but in order to know whether or not they're better than you are, you kind of have to know how to do it. Now, this is something that I've run afoul of before myself. So, for example, iOS development. Before I knew how to do iOS development, I would outsource things to other developers to iOS development. Then when you go through and start taking the courses and learning how to do it and using some of the principles involved, you realize that the code that you have is not the best, is not the greatest. Now, I'd like to think of you as if you're going to outsource something like, if I was going to outsource my accounting, I would not give it to somebody in India or the Philippines or China because I don't know how accounting works. However, if I went to a local accountant and they were offshoring something to somebody in those places, then he would back that with his responsibility. I'd completely trust that. The same is true with software. If you are going straight to an offshore location without having a local developer to look things over, look all the code over locally, then you're making a huge mistake. Again, like I said, I've fallen foul of this many times before. The reason is simple. You may notice this if you've offshored anything before. Everybody's an expert at anything. You'll say, do you know how to do AngularJS? Oh yeah, we're really good at that. We have experts in AngularJS, or we have experts in PhoneGap. We have experts in Corona SDK or iOS or Java. So that's my rule. Is as counterintuitive as it sounds and as hard as it is to abide by. Again, it bites me every time I violate this rule. But never offshore something that you can't do yourself. That's it for my Minute of Overpass this week in a very windy London day. If you're looking to get an app made, we'd love to help you. Give us a call on 0845-834-1008. I'll talk to you next week.